Hey guys, what's up? The Sports Talk 123 here, and today we got another story from the major leagues. I'm sure as a lot of you have heard, Carlos Zambrano's latest outburst, meltdown against the Atlanta Braves last night. Now, guys, Carlos Zambrano has always been a really good pitcher in his career. Pretty much every year of his career, he's had a ERA below 4. He's never ended the year with a losing record, except his first season in 2002, where he was 4-8. But every year he's had a winning record. Every year he's had an ERA below 4. He's a 3-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger. He's finished as high as 5th in the Cy Young, and he's been top 30 in the MVP voting one time. Led the league in wins one year. But obviously, his fastball is not topping out at what it usually is anymore. He's having a little bit of a down year with a 4.82 ERA. Yes, he is 9-7, and yes, the Cubs aren't good. But, having a little bit of a down year. Hadn't really had too many outbursts from him this year until last night. Now Zambrano went 4 1/3 innings and gave up 5 home runs, including back-to-back home runs by Freddie Freeman and Dan Uggla at one point, and Dan Uggla went 3 for 3, 2 home runs, extending his hitting streak. But Zambrano would end the game after throwing 2 consecutive pitches inside to Chipper Jones. The second one, which ran way in on him and almost hit him. Chipper had to jump almost all the way out of the batter's box to get away from it. Many of the Braves players would run out onto the field, but the umpire told him to go back. Carlos Zambrano was objected, and he was ejected, and he really didn't care. I mean, he was ejected. He was trying to get ejected. He was done. He quit on the Cubs. He was done. He just walked off the field. As soon as he was ejected, he didn't argue. He didn't do anything. He just walked off the field. He just turned away and walked off and was gone. And even once he got into the dugout, you could be seen looking back at the Braves players and smirking a little bit, giving a little smile over at them. And he just quit on the Cubs. And the Cubs had to finish the game, had to take another loss after they had been hot, won 8-10. Were maybe looking up a little bit. Yeah, I know there's no chance of them making the playoffs realistically, but, just end the year strong, Still have a good year, but no. I mean, now the Cubs are going to have a lot more problems than they were going to have, and now after the game, Zambrano goes in, cleans out his locker, takes everything out, and just walks out on the Cubs. Quits on him twice, and now he's threatening retiring. He's saying he's done from baseball after one outburst. Yeah, he's 30 years old. He has career low in strikeouts and ground ball rate. He does not having as good of a year. He's towards the end of his career, but he's still getting paid a lot of money. He has a full no trade clause, and he's just been a big mess. He's threatening retiring. Do I think he's going to retire? No. But do I see him playing this year? No. I think even if he tries to come back, the Cubs will suspend him for the rest of the year. I can't see him playing. I don't see how, if he does want to come back, I don't see how you can let a guy play who just walks out on your team like that. I definitely see him playing next year somewhere. Maybe it's not with the Cubs, but I think he will be in baseball somewhere. He will be somewhere, probably not with the Cubs, but I don't see him playing this year. That's just my opinion. I mean, nothing I'm sure about, but that's just my take on it. If I'm the Cubs, as a Cubs fan, I don't want him back. I've never really liked him. I mean, he had a few good years, and it was kind of okay, but he's just been a lot more hassle than he was worth. I mean, he was a key part of getting rid of Michael Barrett when they were fighting, which I liked, because I didn't like Michael Barrett. I'm glad they got rid of Michael Barrett. But then to fight with Derek Lee, I think, was outrageous, and you can't fight with one of the most loved Cubs like that, and you can't just always be fighting with your teammates, and then even to go through all this rehab and anger management and all this stuff, and then to still be doing it is ridiculous. And it's only your fault. It's not like anybody else was doing it. And I just think this is a little ridiculous. But whatever. It's my take on it. If you guys have any thoughts, leave them as a comment below. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Also, if you guys want to be part of my next episode or future episode, message me about it, or leave a video response of you doing a news story like how I do mine, or message me and we'll talk about how we're gonna do it. But you could be featured in my next episode or an upcoming episode. Just message me for more details. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. See ya.